Welcome to AlphaCars and Motorcycles. Today I'm very excited to show you this 2017 Porsche Macan GTS. This example is really quite pristine with only 52,000 miles on it. This also offers an outstanding value with only one previous owner, a clean Carfax, an impeccable dealer service history, and over $11,000 in premium factory options. So you can really experience the thrill and comfort of this Macan GTS just for a fraction of its original $80,000 price tag. So in this video, we're going to do a full condition overview and learn about some of the standout features along the way. And if you are interested in this Macan, it is for sale here at AlphaCars at the date of this video posting. You can view all the information, including the tire and brake life, on our online listing, as well as pricing and availability. You're just one click away from all that information, and it'll pop up in the top right hand of your screen right now for you to click on. We do offer transportation, so even if you're not local, still give us a call, 978-263-9000, and we can give you all the details regarding getting this Macan shipped out to you and dropped right in your driveway. If you're new to the channel, welcome to AlphaCars. We share exciting motoring content on vehicles like this Macan GTS, so definitely subscribe so you don't miss out. But now, let's take a close look at this Porsche. First, let's start by doing an exterior walk around, and I'll talk a little bit about the owner and service history. So as I mentioned in the intro, this is a one-owner vehicle, clean Carfax, factory original paint, and at just 51,742 miles, that's less than 1,000 miles ago, it had a full dealer service. So it was at the Porsche dealer for the 60,000 mile service, which included an oil change, spark plug change, and more. And if you look back on the Carfax, it had yearly service at the Porsche dealer. And the moment you look at this vehicle in person, you'll realize how well it was cared for, how well it was maintained. And that's why we're making this video, as if you're here in person at AlphaCars inspecting it. So then you'll know that you're getting a good vehicle, even if you're buying a sight unseen. So now that we've completed our walk around of this gorgeous Macan GTS, let's start looking at the exterior more closely. So the windshield is in excellent condition. The hood, headlights, full front bumper, everything presents great. The headlight lenses are nice and clear. Looking at the lower trims of the front bumper, I love the packages on this car. All of the black gloss trim with that white color, that metallic white, and this car has the black roof rails as well, as we can see here. It really looks stunning going down the road. And doing a walk around of the roof. The roof is just as clean as the rest of the vehicle, looks great, as well as that nice big sunroof. Let's look at the side windows now and the mirrors. All the trim presents excellent. The rear window now. And going down the driver's side, all the glass, the trim looks really nice. Going down the side of the vehicle close to the panel, we will be able to see any irregularities in how the light reflects off the paint. And I don't see really any damage to speak of on the driver's side. Let's go down the lower portion now. Yeah, I really don't see a scuff or a ding or anything. It's really quite impressive. And as we're walking by, I do just want to say the nose of the car, I really don't see a single rock chip or any imperfections on the very front end. It looks really, really nice. And as you would expect for, only around 50,000 miles of excellent care. Now looking at the passenger side, once again, the deep gloss of the paint looks really nice. And I don't see a single scratch or scuff or piece of damage on this Macan. And there's a nice little section of paint protection film right here to keep the rock chips off the side that the front tires will kick up. So that's nice to see. Looking at the back, we've got the black badging there, and we've got the quad black exhaust tips, and even the valance, that plastic piece around them, that all presents great. It's not faded or damaged in any way. And let's just take one final walk around. This vehicle is really striking to look at and impressive to drive as well. We will talk about that in just a second. Lastly, for the exterior, all of the wheels, they present great. The tires and the brakes are in nice shape. Car rides amazingly smooth. Brakes nice and smooth. And you can see how big the brakes are on this GTS, which you really do need with that twin turbocharged V6 under the hood. And then I will note on a couple of the wheels, they have had a couple cosmetic blemishes that have been corrected to the factory color. There's another one on this wheel on that sort of left side of it. Of course, I want to disclose any little bit of damage on the Macan, and that's all I have to show you on the exterior. Let's open the trunk now, look in the cargo compartment. I like how they don't have a handle anywhere else. It's this little button on the wiper. Now looking in our cargo compartment, plenty of room, and we've got factory Porsche mats. Check out the condition of those, they look excellent. There's the front mats there, and I don't see any wear on these whatsoever. All the carpet is in really nice shape. Nice little storage net here. You can actually raise and lower the rear air suspension right there, depending on what you're loading in the back, if it makes things easier. And we've got our underfloor storage here with, this right here, this plastic piece with the bag with the screws, that's the factory front license plate holder. If that needs to be installed, that's included with the vehicle. And the factory toolkit is there, factory spare, and we've got the jack there as well, and plenty of room around it to store many things as well. Now let's put these mats carefully back in here. And this is a cool little feature, having this net storage underneath the cover. That also, this raises and lowers with the tailgate, and you can also remove this as well if you maybe had cargo that was a little too tall for this cover. But really nice privacy cover, and like I said, the kind of under net storage there is a really nice touch. Looking at the underside of the hatch now, even look at the plastic trims on the side of the taillight. It all is just has a deep shine, nothing, maybe looks worn out or worse for wear. And of course the white paint, it is hard to tell, but there's a the lightest little scuff right there. But even in person you might not notice unless someone points that out to you. And just checking out the jams there, gasket, everything looks great, the boots for the wiring. And then we've got a couple options here. The electric tailgate, we can close it and lock the vehicle at the same time, or we can just close it, and that's what we're gonna do here. There we go. Let's start taking a look in the interior. And to do that, we do need all of the doors unlocked. So let's take a look in the back. Beautiful interior color, especially with the two-tone, that kind of beige with the black upper portions, like the black dash and the black upper portions of the door cards. I think it's a very nice color contrast, especially with the white exterior. All the gaskets on the doors look great. Door jambs nice and clean. Not an ounce of corrosion to be found. Carpets are in excellent condition. We've got some different controls back here. With the packages this vehicle has, it has heated rear seats. We've got our temp control and the charging port there for your rear passengers. Very comfortable place to be in the back of this Macan. And of course the seats fold down if we do want some additional storage. And we have a nice center armrest there with the cup holders, and the headrests look excellent as well. I love the GTS writing on there. So here's the passenger side of the rear. Door card looks great. Edges of the doors, all the rubber gaskets once again, door jambs. Looking at it from this side, there's 100% no wear in the back of this car. I don't even know if people sat back here. It sure doesn't look like it. We've got our protective plastic on the floor. Of course, that'll be peeled off when the vehicle is sold, and then you can use the mats if you'd like. But the carpet is just in beautiful condition. We've got some nice storage in the back of the seats. Now let's make our way to the front. So passenger front door now. Once again, the armrest here looks really nice. Plenty of storage in these door cards, maybe for a water bottle or other items, always nice to see. And corners of the door look great. Door jamb looks excellent. And we have the nice Macan GTS sill plate there. And there's no scuffs on it or anything, so people definitely took some care in getting in and out of this vehicle, because these can get scuffed up very easily if people drag their feet. Looking at the seat condition here, very comfortable seats in this Macan. Now let's take a look at the dash condition. All looks excellent. Let's peek up at the headliner. Got that nice big sunroof. I will show how all that works in a couple minutes here, but the headliner is in excellent condition. And we'll get to view the headliner from the driver's area as well. The soft open on the glove box still works great. And now looking in our factory booklet, we've got all the factory owner's manual, and there's some service booklets in here as well. Everything looks really nice there. And just looking at the center console area from this side, there's no classic coffee stains down here. Just a very, very clean vehicle, well taken care of. And now let's move over to the driver's seat. And check this out. Driver's seat is in the same condition as all the other seats. Looks really, really nice. Looking at the side of it there. Once again, this plate, this whole area, it doesn't look like anyone got in and out of the car. There's no scuffs on the rubber, no scuffs on the plate or on the plastic trim. It's really impressive. It's impressive to me personally. Looking at the driver's door condition. And now the armrest here. No wear in the leather or anything. All the buttons, they have all their chrome trimmings, and all of the logos on there look great, not worn away in any way. And now let's hop in. We'll start it up. Foot on the brake. Ignition's on the left. We can hear that 360 horsepower twin turbocharged V6 roar into life. This vehicle does have a PDK 7-speed transmission. We can see the paddle shifters here, lightning fast shifting transmission. Really, between the PDK from Porsche and the DSG from Volkswagen, these transmissions are known as pretty much some of the best dual clutch automatic transmissions on the market. Very impressive to drive, very engaging. And with that transmission, with the all-wheel drive system in this Macan, that will get this thing from 0 to 60 in the mid 4-second range, which is insane for a vehicle of this size. That's sort of like a crossover small SUV. So you'll really surprise people on the road when you pull away from them in the Macan. We have some inputs here for the navigation system, and we can just see how all this works great. I just like to show all these little functions because if this is used improperly, of course, you could always damage things, but really I don't see anything in this vehicle that maybe has been used improperly. Looking at the nav screen, we can see it's accurate right at our Boxborough location there. And we can go to some of our other functions here like our car function. We can view some telemetry and drive data, our source function if our phone's connected. So just your kind of normal infotainment system there, but it all works great. It's not laggy or anything, it's very smooth. And if we look in our center console here, which is in very nice shape, there are some media inputs to be found just right there on the left next to that power outlet. And this vehicle does have 2 factory Porsche keys. Let's lay these out right here. And they both work great, and they're in really nice shape as well. So that's always a plus. Let's look at all the buttons on the center console. We have an outlet here, and there's all these functions. We can liven up the exhaust sound if we want. Of course, putting the vehicle in sport will do that for us. We've got the adjustable ride, the adjustable dampening there. All sorts of awesome, fun things to use and experience on the Macan. We've got our dual zone climate control, which I've got my side on 70, and I've left the passenger side on 72. And this is all very easy to use. We can even hit sync, and then it matches both the driver and passenger side. And then if you just take control of the temperature here, everything adjusts properly. And now taking it off of sync, we even have individual blower controls. So just showing you all the buttons click properly. They all work as designed, and it's really just such a nice place to be in this Macan. Let's look at the steering wheel condition. No abnormal wear, no buttons worn or anything of that nature. There we go. And using this control here, we can actually cycle through and get a few different things on the screen on the right. So we've got audio, phone control. We even can have our map right there on that right gauge, which that is super cool. So then that's always in your sort of line of sight that you're checking. You don't have to look at the center screen. So, and there's even more you can do with that right gauge, but I always like that functionality on these newer Porsches. Let's look at our ignition here on the left and the light switch. That all looks great. And looking at the dash condition, really, really nice. No abnormal wear or tear or anything like that. Let's look at the headliner and sunroof now. We took a peek at this a few minutes ago, but we can see the headliner is in excellent condition. Let me show you the sunroof operation. First, let's get this shade back. Of course, it is starting to rain a little bit, so good thing we got the exterior inspection out of the way. So that works nice. Before it starts raining too much, let's just open this. And let's immediately shut it. And we can even just tilt it as well. And let's shut our shade. Sunroof functions are always very important to check when you're buying a used vehicle. Just make sure the shade works, make sure it's not bunched up, make sure the sunroof doesn't make any weird noises. This one works awesome now. And we've got plenty of controls up in our center console here on the front of the roof. We've got our controls for the sunroof, some garage functions here to program, and some of the different lighting options for the car. And everything, once again, is in really nice condition there. Now let's open the hood, and we will do a very quick inspection of the engine compartment. I always like how these hoods go around the headlights. I think it's super cool. And here we are, 3-liter V6. It is twin turbocharged. And even look, we get to peek at the air filters right here with how the intake system is designed. And the air filters are looking very clean. Everything is just very clean. All the plastic. We see some of the intake tubing here coming from those turbos. And let's look at the underside of the hood now. And we can see part of the intake system actually goes through the hood. So we've got our initial intake here, and it goes inside the two sort of skins of the hood, the inner and the outer skin, and then gets sucked through right here where there's the sealing gasket of the two intakes. So it's a pretty cool design there. from Porsche. There's also some inlets here as well from around the sort of headlight area. And you can see the coolant is nice and clean. It runs so smooth, very quiet idle. And it's just a very happy running vehicle. And looking at the hinges for the hood, we can see the bolts. The paint is in perfect condition. Those have not been messed with, as this vehicle is all original paint. And the hood shuts very smoothly. And now that the Macan is warm, let's get just a little exhaust clip here. So we'll open up our exhaust valve. And then what I'm gonna do is put the microphone right behind the exhaust, and I'll just give it a couple little light revs so you can experience the sound of this vehicle for yourself. So I don't know about you, but that sounds very exciting, especially when you get it under load. Out on the open road, you're shifting through those gears with the PDK transmission, and you get those nice burbles on each shift when the unburnt fuel hits the exhaust. This car is a blast to drive. You get all the utility of the space in it, but then it drives like a true sports car. But don't take my words for it. Do some research on these Macan GTSs, and most online reviewers, they'll say the exact same thing. So really exciting car here, and as I mentioned in the intro, you can own this for a fraction of the original price. This originally had an $80,000 price tag on it with all of these options in this configuration. So it is for sale here at AlphaCars at the time of this video posting. If you have any additional questions, definitely give us a call, 978-263-9000, or leave a comment below. I'll do my best to reply. So this has been Ian, reporting from our Boxborough location. I hope you enjoyed watching this video today. I hope you learned something new about the Macan and just enjoyed going over the really nice condition of this particular example. So please leave a like and subscribe so then you don't miss out on the latest motoring content.